And they're away. And Floaters actually began well on the far side of Gale Force Maya, followed by Kulthum, and then Tenaya Canyon with the white blaze on the near side and a white cap far side Improvise, then Talabat and Queen Kalua is the early back marker as they race through the first furlong and a half in this Reed Ryan Moore on Betting Betfair British EBF Kilvington Stakes. And Floaters, the odds-on favourite, leads a half length to Gale Force Maya. Kulthum far side is third over there with Improvise racing down the centre. Tenaya Canyon tracked by Talabat and 2 or 3 lengths last then to Queen Kalua. Inside the final 3 about to pass the bushes, and it's Floaters that leads the way by a length to Gale Force Maya, who's now being pushed along. Kulthum still travels well in the slipstream of the leader. Meanwhile down the centre, Tenaya Canyon is still running home strongly and probably just leads. Tenaya Canyon and Floaters now battling together. They come together. Kulthum unleashed on the far side by Christophe Soumion as they meet the rising ground. Kulthum and Tenaya Canyon. Floaters is beaten. Kulthum far side of Tenaya Canyon. Kulthum has won it. And they're away. And a very slow-looking break there from Final Song, who trails very badly. Strike Red didn't get away at all well either. Just another bottle in the blue headgear, yellow jacket leading down the centre from Apollo 1 and Persuasion. Blackrod in a noseband, red jacket, If You Dare on the far side with Mr. Wagyu. Making ground now is First Folio with Above, just chasing up the leaders from Ratir and Bickerstaff. Tahib on the right in the Shadwell jacket. Further back, Oh So Rapido. Jumby is towards the rear at the moment. On the far side, Summergand is chasing up Mr. Wagyu, but it's still Just Another Bottle that leads the way as they head past the halfway stage. Just Another Bottle challenged by Blackrod in the noseband. Apollo 1, Persuasion. Above tries to get on terms. First Folio on the right, and then Tahib. Meanwhile, on the far side, Jumby is now staying on with Summergand, but Just Another Bottle has got a length on Blackrod as they race up the hill. Just Another Bottle all the way in the lead so far from Blackrod, trying hard. Above third, chairman of the board runs on Blackrod now, wears down Just Another Bottle. Here's chairman of the board, but Blackrod very strong at the finish and wins it. Last Medicine lurch forward, they're away and away. Not very well was Dahabi at the rear of the field, slow to break. Forest Falcon fast into stride in this Betfair Daily Rewards Suffolk Handicap. Forest Falcon from Lucanda in the red sleeves. Fast Medicine on the near side, on the far side Anything Today in a white cap fourth. Then the nose-banded Notre Belle Bet and Move in Time is just back behind those leaders. And then chasing in the second division of the field, Cap Francais towards the rear with Dahabi, and in the orange cap is Turntable. Racing down the centre of the Rowley Mile, and it's Forest Falcon leading the way. Fast Medicine maroon jacket. In behind the leader is Lucanda. On the right, Move in Time in the hands of young Harry Davis, followed by Anything Today, Notre Belle Bet, Cap Francais, Turntable, Dahabi. On their way now towards the final 4.5 furlongs, and pretty closely grouped together with Forest Falcon spearheading the lineup from Lucanda, now pulled out towards the far side. Dahabi is being pulled out far side to come with a bit of a run now in the hands of William Buick. Fast Medicine being pushed along. Anything Today, Notre Belle Bet, Move in Time on the near side, begins to move well as they race on now towards the final quarter mile, and a wide open race. Dahabi getting into it on the far left with Cap Francais. Down the centre, Forest Falcon under pressure. Right there, Lucanda. Anything Today, far side, nose-banded, Notre Belle Bet, Move in Time on the right, and on the extreme right is Turntable. A bit of argy-bargy between Notre Belle Bet and also Lucanda. Meanwhile, Cap Francais, far side, Turntable is now blasting home down the near side as they race up towards the line. The rank outsider, Cap Francais from Notre Belle Bet and Turntable. Cap Francais for a big upset. Cap Francais from Turntable, Notre Belle Bet, and then Forest Falcon. They're off. Pretty good level break. Khaadem well away far side. Tis Marvellous showing speed. Atalis Bay in the orange cap down the centre. On the near side, When the Dealing's Done from St. Lawrence, then Arecibo. Further back on the right, Twilight Calls from Mondamedge, who's very keen. Hurricane Ivor is back in the field. Zarzini on the far side, came from the dark, is towards the rear of the field. On the far side is Khaadem. Whilst burning the grass down the centre is Atalis Bay, chased by Arecibo. When the dealing's done is driven along, then 'Tis Marvellous, followed by Existent in the centre, Zarzini, St. Lawrence, Twilight Calls making nice headway on the right, getting there all the time. Back in the field of Mondamedge, Hurricane Ivan came from the dark, but Khaadem's the one to catch on the far side, chased now by Arecibo, 'Tis Marvellous, and here's Twilight Calls unwinding on the near side, but Khaadem's still got a bit on the field. Existent comes through strongly, Khaadem all out, Khaadem from Existent. And they're away. Lusail got upset in the stalls, as a little bit slow to go. Royal Patronage fast into stride for this Qipco 2000 Guineas, chased by Berkshire Shadow and Boundless Ocean on the far side. Perfect Power tracking those over there from Coroebus and the Wizard of Eye. On the near side group, it's Point Lonsdale that leads the way to Dubarwi Legend, and then Eden behind those, followed by Takare Bay and Luxembourg on the outside of that group. Further back, Light Infantry, Native Trail on the near side in the all blue jacket from Check and Challenge Lusail, as they run on now towards the final 5 furlongs. Royal Patronage by a couple of lengths to Berkshire Shadow, Boundless Ocean, near side Point Lonsdale, trapped by Dubarwi Legend and Eden. Perfect Power in the bright yellow jacket. White Cap on the far side, Coroebus. On the right is Native Trail getting cover, about to be pulled out. Then Check and Challenge Lusail further back, the Wizard of Eye in the centre. Out the back, Luxembourg struggling at this stage from Lusail, and finally Light Infantry. Royal Patronage is now challenged by Point Lonsdale in the hands of Frankie Dettori. Eden right there. Native Trail is on the right, and they're followed by Boundless Ocean, Berkshire Shadow, and trying to thread a way through is Perfect Power. It's still Royal Patronage that leads the way. Native Trail coming there strongly, the favourite on the near side from Point Lonsdale. Coroebus is also coming through in the white cap, and it's Coroebus that leads from his stable companion Native Trail. They're followed on the far side by Luxembourg, who's rallied well. Coroebus from Native Trail. It's Coroebus from Native Trail, a 1-2. It's Godolphin Guineas. Coroebus beats Native Trail. Luxembourg in third. Then behind those, it looked to be Eden on the near side, possibly fourth. Calvin's tips on Betfair Handicap as they run into this right-hander. Love is Golden is third, Rhythmic Intent in fourth. Couple of lengths to Contact, Tritonic and Scarlet Dragon at the rear of the field. Heading towards the final 9 furlongs now, as they head in a straight line towards the grandstand and sticking towards that far running rail, with State of Bliss and Matchless disputing the running. Love is Golden, State of Bliss's stable companion, just in behind him on the rail. They're followed by Rhythmic Intent and Contact on the right, the grey. Tritonic and Scarlet Dragon are still just the last 2. Continuing, and State of Bliss and Matchless as they race on now inside the final 7 furlongs. State of Bliss, Matchless, stride for stride. Contact on the outside, Love is Golden. In the red cap is Rhythmic Intent, just in behind those, getting plenty of cover. So too Scarlet Dragon next to the rail, and Tritonic, and the 2000 Guineas winning rider, James Doyle, is the back marker. On towards the final 4 furlongs now, just over 4.5 probably to cover, and it's State of Bliss next to the running rail on the far side of Matchless. Then getting a bit closer now, Contact out wide, this near side moving through quite threateningly from Rhythmic Intent, and they're followed by Love is Golden on the far rail. Tritonic with a move, and then Scarlet Dragon at the back of the field. 1 or 2 jockeys getting rather animated, but Contact got to the lead quite comfortably in the hands of Ben Curtis. He now has to shake up the grey. Here's Tritonic with a big run down the outside, followed by Rhythmic Intent, Love is Golden and Matchless as they run down into the dip, and it's Contact chased down by Tritonic on the outside. Rhythmic Intent back in third. Contact has a lead of about 1.5 lengths over Tritonic as they run up the hill. Contact stays on well. Rhythmic Intent into a share of second with Tritonic, but they're not going to get to Contact. Contact, a very stout stayer, and draws away by 2.5 lengths. Tritonic on the near side of Rhythmic Intent, and then Matchless back in fourth.
Contact wins.
For the Betfair Exchange Handicap over the Rowley Mile, and they come out in a pretty good line. Where's the pace coming from? Spirit Catcher over on the far side, tracked by Tiempo Star. Down the near side is Bullet Force with Razzle Dazzle, and the two Godolphin runners in the last two places, King of Time and Private Signal, just a couple of lengths off them in last place. Racing down the centre, and it's the Musselburgh winner Spirit Catcher and Joe Fanning out in front, Bullet Force on the right, on the left Tiempo Star, just in behind the leader is Razzle Dazzle, and they're tracked by King of Time, the first colours of Godolphin, worn by William Buick, and Private Signal and James Doyle in the white cap at the back of the field. Heading on then towards the final 4.5 furlongs, just over the halfway point, and Spirit Catcher on the far side, Tiempo Star, Razzle Dazzle, Bullet Force on the near side, and King of Time, the favourite, towards the right with the white blaze, followed by stable companion Private Signal. Spirit Catcher striding on well in front from Bullet Force. Now King of Time making pretty quick headway between Bullet Force and Razzle Dazzle, and William Buick at this stage got plenty of horse, but the gap is closing on King of Time there, and it's still Spirit Catcher, challenged now by Bullet Force. King of Time will have to regather, switch to the stand side, followed on the far side by Razzle Dazzle, and into the dip it's Spirit Catcher. Bullet Force, King of Time is coming back at them again despite traffic problems. Bullet Force beating off Spirit Catcher. Here's King of Time. Oh, this must be a decent horse. King of Time overcoming a lot of trouble to win, and win cosily. From in second, Bullet Force, Spirit Catcher third. And they're away, racing in this Betfair weighed-in podcast handicap. And slow out was Anaf, who's just bustled along in the early stages. Favourite child away well in the pink cap, with Ingra towards the outside, the far side of him, racing quickly down the centre, Vespasian. A little detached on the right, Anadora, who's tracked by Rainbow Colours. The leaders are followed on the far side by Harry 3, Manakan, Rob John in green and white quarters alongside Loves Me Like a Rock. Anaf recovering a bit in the green and white jacket from Dig 2 Wyvern, and Ernie's Valentine is the back marker. Vespasian and Anadora now disputing it. Favourite child, Ingra on the far side. They're chased by Manakan, Loves Me Like a Rock, Anaf, and then Harry 3 as they run down now inside the final 2 furlongs. Ingra on the far side, on the near side Anadora and Vespasian battling away. They're chased by Harry 3, Manakan and Favourite Trial, but Ingra is opening up here and goes 3 or 4 lengths clear. Harry 3 is running on well in second, but racing up towards the line. This is quite a dominant performance by Ingra, clearly well handicapped.